Hi there, I hope all is well. We're connecting with the intention to provide clarity and insight for the highest and greatest good. We are surrounded in divine love, and so it is. Ask your higher self if this is for you or not. All right. Let's think about what are the Akashic records and why would this even be important to me? Well, I think of the Akashic records as an energetic database, and it contains all the information about the universe. So I'm a curious soul. And it also contains information about you and I, right? It contains the information of every soul. And this information is about your soul gifts and your chosen life experiences. It also holds your karma, which is the energy of choices made in past lives that did not maybe align with you. You could still be repeating some of these today and need balance. And so we're going to get some guidance. Maybe these messages are for you, maybe they're not. We're also going to do a bit of tarot. And hopefully there can be some empowered action that comes out of this. So stick around. All right, let's see. Honor yourself, recognizing the hard work that you've put in to get where you are today. Instead of thinking about how far you still have to go, remind yourself of all that you have already accomplished and be proud. So recognizing where you're at in the moment. We also have dependence. There's something or someone you are clinging to and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. You have everything you need to succeed, and the only approval you need is your own. Next is take the high road. You're at an impasse with a relationship or a situation and you're being asked to take the high road. It's now the time to think bigger and release any desired outcomes and take the most positive course of action, okay? So if there's a situation that's coming to mind or a person, just continue to stay focused on your goals, take inspired action, and there's this impasse. So maybe recognize what the impasse is and why there may be an impasse. And sometimes seeing something from another perspective gives you both perspectives, and you can be in some sort of a neutral ground. And again, being able to kind of rise above it and continue to push forward is what the advice is with that. There is a need to like stand your ground too. So, you know, there's something that you might want to fight for, yet you're choosing to hide instead. So there could be something that you feel strongly about. There's maybe a need to create a boundary, maybe speak up as well for what you believe in. This could be related to maybe this high road that you're being asked to take, or maybe this relates to the dependence here. But I feel like in general, you know, we're collectively being asked to speak up and do what's right. There is a bit of victim mindset too, so maybe you feel like the world's against you, but this will only cause you to attract more of that energy. So I feel like you have to stop the blame and take responsibility for your own happiness, and only then will the abundance kind of flow. So I feel like there's a bit of like stagnancy going on. There could be a bit of energy being stuck in the fear mindset, lack mindset, or just the unknown, the fear of the unknown. You're thinking of all the things that could go wrong, but what if all the things could go right? And so they want you to make a paradigm shift in your thinking and take inspired action anyway, okay? There may be something that you might need to kind of let the dust settle. And then, you know, through that process, take the high road is what I'm getting as well. I feel like gratitude is the attitude. There's always something to be grateful for, even in the darkest of situations. It's like paying attention to the glimmers, okay? Because we're surrounded by them. So now is the time to recognize what is going well in your life and what you are actually thankful for, okay? Beautiful, thank you. Just gonna put these over here. Okay, we'll do some tarot. Okay, I was getting a little parched. Okay. What additionally can we provide at this time? The Hermit. So yeah, going within for guidance. You know, accessing that inner wisdom, right? The Akashic records, the database of the universe, and bringing that energy down. Okay, and I feel like, again, alignment, direction, plans, imagination, and again, like taking that action towards something that you feel strongly about. This is like inspired action. So it's like going within and tapping into that divine energy, right? The spiritual knowing and understanding, the introspection, talking to your spiritual team, right? To gain that awareness, right? You may even provide this to others far and wide. Maybe this is about tapping into those creative resources that you have gained over time. Again, this is that higher perspective, that higher calling. This is you honoring yourself as well, knowing that, you know, sometimes the journey can be lonely and difficult and sometimes even like dark. I feel like you know that there's light at the end of this tunnel, right, as well. So I feel like something's leading to something else and it's going to be amazing, okay? I do have the Six of Pentacles in the Tower. Interesting. So let's see. I mean, I feel like there's maybe something that you're meant to do, all right, that helps others, right? Maybe bestows something to someone, gives something to someone, passes something on to someone, so that changes can happen. So I'm getting with the Tower, like there's this, when you come into, it's almost like the information or the guidance you bring to the table, only because the Hermit is starting out. So Hermit is, you know, full of wisdom and knowledge. And so maybe you're meant to share this for those who may have to experience some sort of rude awakening or ego, like there's some fall. Okay, so maybe there's fall from grace or something ending. The King of Cups, Five of Pentacles, okay, Seven of Cups. Let me just get this out. And then the Ace of Pentacles. So I feel like there's a bit of, I don't know, I'm getting with the Five of Pentacles that this is rooted in worth and value and what really matters in life and how to build yourself back up after having to start all over again. I feel like there's this energy of like having to start something over, but it needed to end. It was something that was like a catalyst for somebody. I feel like, you know, maybe before, like this was the experience, right? Like nothing going in your favor and everything being a bit tight financially, and you're not being really supported and loved and cared for, like not feeling the love, not feeling the foundation, the stability here. Things kind of all over the place. And then I feel like there was this like redirection that happened. So, you know, there was something that you need to embrace, and that is like taking the time to honor yourself for what you've overcome, right? I feel like there's been a lot that's played out. With the Tower, this really talks about like something just, you know, a massive ending happening. It's almost like ending an old life and starting a new one. So this could be representing that a bit. And again, like learning that the best course of action here is to take the high road, right? Because it's like, this is falling, and, you know, I feel like there was something gained as a result of taking the high road and focusing on what you were meant to focus on, regardless of all the distractions around you. I think you were directed to do something specifically. I am getting there's this heavy masculine water sign energy here, so we can probably get more about that. This is like masculine collective energy too, so let's see. I feel like there's like a major realization happening in the collective when it comes to divine masculine energy that they may have tried to build elsewhere, maybe even, take a different direction, but I feel like there's been some sort of like failure. And I feel like the failure is as a result of this energy of lack, this energy of not having enough, this codependence too. It's like, there's something or someone you're clinging to and it's keeping you from stepping into your light. Like this is wanting someone to be in a lower state of existence. And so there might have been even a bit of like victim mindset stuff playing out here. Collectively, maybe there was this like ego that was as a result of this because there was instability here. This is in like the roots, okay? This is like the root system. This would be the root chakra energy, earth energy. And so there might have been instability, and as a result of the instability, it created insecurity. And as a result of the insecurity, it created the need to like appear one way or entertain. And like there's a lot in the mix here, a lot of distraction energy, like maybe something to that effect. Or there's like this, who's the best one in the option, so that there's something to gain here. I feel like someone might have done something for the purpose of monetary gain, personal gain, power even. So I'm picking up like divine masculine power struggles going on from a place of insecurity and wounding, like abandonment wounding here. And so, it affects the family dynamic in several ways. And, there's been a lot of having to leave emotional situations, relationships, dynamics, partnerships, whatever you want to call it, because of this. And it's kind of like there's been so much devastation, right? That it's kind of time to clean up the pieces here. Knight of Wands, Page of Cups. So for some of you, this is talking about, you reap what you sow. So I feel like maybe someone is having a reality check play out as it relates to their relationships and their investments. I feel like they may have invested in things for superficial value, and may have sacrificed things that were of value. However, there was this insecurity. There was this like wound here, a lack wound, a money wound, a self-worth wound, stability, security wound. And I feel like it affected quite a bit is what I'm getting. And I feel like this is played out collectively. So we'll get more. I feel like, with the Eight of Cups, there might have been someone who is being called to walk away from a family dynamic, or they may have already. Maybe you are the one that walked away from the family dynamic due to a King of Cups in the energy of abandonment. There could have been many options here for the sake of money, or maybe they were doing something illegal for money. They could have actually done this because they're in a place of like, feeling like this was what, makes them feel a certain kind of way. Like they're all snazzed up, you know what I mean? And they're drinking. So I don't know, that might be relevant for somebody. Like it was kind of an ego hit. But I feel like, someone's player ways ended up, losing probably the best thing they ever had is what I'm getting. But I feel like you don't see the situation the same. You don't see the situation as if this was the best that was had. And as a result of that, like, you're not the victim, you're the victor. and you took the high road in the situation. This energy is stuck in a place of fear at this time, okay? Fear of what other people think about them, see them, how people see them is what they care about. I'm also getting it's due to dependence, like codependency. So I feel like, you know, you're honoring yourself, you're honoring your value, your worth, and you're standing your ground. So there is something that you want to fight for, yet you are choosing to hide instead. So I feel like there's a bit of that here, like someone's hiding behind something or has been. There's that fear with the Nine of Swords. And then I have the Page of Cups, so someone might want to apologize. Or there's some sort of like energy coming to you, some sort of offer of some kind. I feel like this energy could be very immature or was immature or could be younger than you. I have the Star energy and the Hermit. Okay. Temperance. So this is an awakening even. Five of Wands. I feel like someone is awakening to the fact of who you are and maybe what they have been doing. There's an awareness. There's an awakening. There's some sort of like Eight of Swords. Yeah, I feel like somebody's waking up to the fact of who you are, what you're here to do, and maybe the energy that they have taken against you. And now this is being realized in their life, and they're understanding that everything is falling apart, and it's as a result of potentially bullying you. Wow. Okay, so some of you could have been bullied. I have the Death card, so that means like there's a massive ending playing out here. I feel like this is jealousy and envy of the Star energy, because literally it's like it's like they want to be in competition, but there's no competition here. Okay, so it's like doing things, you know, behind closed doors and acting like, you know, your hands aren't dirty. I feel like that's what's coming to light, is that like their hands are very dirty, and I feel like that's what's being found out. Okay, yeah, Judgment here. Someone could be going through an ego death and a spiritual awakening as well. They may have lost a job as a result of maybe what's been found out in the environment. I have the Seven of Cups and the Devil. So I feel like whatever somebody's entertaining here is of low vibration and is messing with something they don't really understand what they're messing with. Okay, so I'm getting like the Seven of Cups is representing like they're doing dark magic. Okay. So I feel like there's judgment for that. They paid money for that. I think they did this all for money. Someone's like, let me insert myself into a dynamics so that I can gain from the situation. That's the Ace of Pentacles. I feel like the Devil energy, the dark energy has been behind this the whole time to come after this Star. It's Five of Swords, Ace of Pentacles, yeah. Four of Swords and the Ten of Cups. Yeah, this is energy of like lying, slandering, defaming, going against someone's character, business, whatever you want to call it. Defamation of character is illegal and is punishable by law, not just physical law, but also spiritual law. And that might be what's playing out here, is someone is realizing that they're in spiritual jail. Okay. It could be experiencing massive endings at this time. Okay. Yeah, I feel like the Devil's all over this. The dark energy's all over this. Okay. I'm also getting like there is some purpose to that. All right. So hold on for that. You know, I feel like there is this energy of gratitude. And so I feel like you're grateful to no longer be in this environment with these people. Look, they don't want me to tell the truth. All right. I feel like 4-4 might be significant. Just know that like this pain and suffering is behind you from what this person did to not just you, but maybe the family. There was a lot of potential pain and suffering that was done. I feel like there's still things being held back. I feel like there's been a lack of truth. There's been a lack of accountability, responsibility, apologies, any truth at all about what truly transpired. I feel like they spun a whole narrative so that they looked good in the situation. I feel like you walked away from this commitment because you know that you deserve one that is fair, just, and is stable and secure. We have the Knight of Wands and the Page of Cups. So let's see what the cards out for those two. Page of Swords. And then the Knight of Swords. Yeah, this person's a bully. Like, they pretend to have love for those, but then they stab them in the back. I feel like I'm getting like, narcissistic traits here. Page of Swords. This is someone who's like obsessed, spying, watching, stalking, trolling, having fake accounts. What I'm getting is that there could be this karmic energy that is watching, okay, and is concerned that, look, we have a Knight of Wands and a Knight of Swords. So I feel like either there's heavy energy being, I'm picking up heavy masculine energy here watching you, or feels like there's competition. I feel like there's action. Someone wants to speak, send a message, take action. Okay. And it could be either the Knight of Wands or the Knight of Swords or both. Okay. I feel like they almost are aware of one another and they want to compete for your energy if you're feminine. Okay. This could be at work. This could be a friend group, or family as well, depending on like what's really going on, right? Like someone wants to swing their shot. Okay. So there's that. Okay. Interesting. I feel like the Knight of Swords might be the one bringing the offer, but I feel like someone else is on their way. It's almost like because someone else might be on the way is what I'm getting. So maybe they're watching to see if you're dating anybody. That's so funny. So they're like stalking your social media to see if you're dating anybody so that they can come up with a plan to swoop in like this hawk. Yeah. Maybe want to give you some sort of love bombing energy, play the passionate route. Oh, whatever. So heads up to you. Yeah. 7 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Yeah, I feel like, this is like this is where you need to stand your ground, okay? Create a boundary and speak up for what you truly believe in and what you want for yourself. I feel like you're free and clear from all this. I feel like this energy has an agenda. They have karmic debt that they need to clear, and you are free and clear. So wouldn't it make sense to maintain clean and clear away from whatever this plotting and planning is? I feel like you've closed this cycle out. I feel like this is you taking that leap of faith and trusting that like all of this is playing out the way it's meant to, and let the dust settle is what I'm getting. Just let the dust settle. Okay? Let them sit in their own dust. Let them sit in their own dirt. Let them sit in their own mess is what I'm getting. Okay? They need to sit in their own mess. They made the mess. They need to clean up their own mess. I feel like there might be an energy that might want to come towards you so that you can clean up their mess. And guess what? It's not your mess. All right? It's not your mess. Thank you, Spirit. All right, we'll keep moving on then. All right, next up, 6 of Cups. Yeah. Listen here. There's a lot. They want a new beginning. They want to try it again. But here's the thing, like they're still emotionally unavailable. They like to put people in competition because they don't feel like, they don't have love for themselves, right? So how are they going to show you love if they don't have it for themselves? They can't. So I feel like you know this. You understand this. You understand the limitations with this. And I feel like, there's been many steps taken, literally in this card, that have led them to their own demise, their own blockage, their own personal prison. Okay. I feel like they got themselves exactly where they wanted you. And they're learning a difficult lesson about cause and effect. And the energy you think about will manifest and present in your present day, your reality. I feel like there's a downfall playing out here. Yeah, Page of Pentacles. What do we have here? The Hanged Man and the Seven of Swords. I feel like they want to say that it's almost like that there's this energy of like, you know, wanting to return back to where they were. However, their plans, all of that didn't work out as expected. And so they're having fond memories of the past about how you allowed them to be emotionally unavailable and put you on competition. And I feel like that's where they feel comfortable. I feel like, however, they're struggling with the fact that the steps that they take, right? And this is a bit of sabotage too, the Eight of Swords, self-sabotage. I feel like how they self-sabotage is who they attracted. And now they're self-sabotage. I feel like they're both self-sabotaging their relationship. Okay? Because they're both emotionally unavailable and they're putting each other in competition. There's so much drama and conflict. I feel like it is about like they're giving to other people. I feel like, you know, it's I feel like there's this reaping what they have sown energy playing out in this tarot reading part of this. So yeah, that's what I'm getting. I feel like the Page of Pentacles and the Hanged Man and the Seven of Swords, I feel like, yeah, you know, there could have been something, or maybe there's something that they want, like maybe they're feeling like they want to have a fresh start, but there's a bit of like, not so fast. You don't have good intentions, okay? And all you've done is create an emotional mess, and you're an emotional mess. So no, you're not going to be able to move forward and have a fresh start with this energy, meaning collective view. I feel like their own plots and plans they have found themselves in. Like it's like they are surrounded in emotions. Maybe having to reflect on, you know, things that they've said and done about you. And maybe they're starting to realize that there's a darker energy at force here. Maybe they feel like they've been manipulated themselves. Then we have the Three of Cups. So I am getting that there's others behind all this. So I feel like these plans maybe were carried out through a group. And then maybe this person was maybe ringed into it, or maybe they're the ringleader. So I feel like there's some sort of like group being exposed here for their dark ways and how they participated. That could be what's in the environment right now, is that the cups are spilt, right? You're crying over spilt milk, right? Well, I think that's what's happening. Ooh, that just did a full circle. Shh. I feel like the cycle's closing, all right? I feel like this whole thing came full circle on them. And King of Wands. I do have like heavy fire energy. Leo possibly. Lions might be significant. So I feel like, you know, they want to kind of come in and give you a false start so that it interferes with who's truly coming in. This round here, we saw a Knight of Wands and we had a Knight of Swords. And I was like, okay, so this could be two masculines or masculine energies, however you want to take it. And here it is. Here's the king. So it's like, here's the intention. Here's like it's showing up in your reality. Yeah, I feel like there's an energy of not wanting you to move on from them. So I feel like they plotted and planned to prevent this new energy from coming in. I feel like that's maybe the secrets. I feel like there's secrets here as well regarding what they've been doing behind the scenes. Yep. And then we have, yeah, Four of Pentacles. We have the Three of Pentacles. And then we have the Three of Cups. Yeah, I feel like the Four of Pentacles is like resistant to change, but also holding on to the past. Maybe there's this Three of Pentacles, and then there's this Three of Cups, 3-3. I feel like there's a bit of, you know, if they don't try, they might lose you forever. And it's kind of like, I don't know. I feel like they don't want to be stuck with a third party. Okay. Is what I'm getting. Yeah. I feel like this is also like a commitment too. Yeah, I'm feeling like Four of Pentacles, Three of Pentacles, like collaboration, like they collaborated with others on all this. And so I feel like they're going to have to go round and round with those that they created this mess with, right? I feel like they all have to pick up their mess. Yeah, King of Swords, like universal law is being laid down, like time to find your integrity, time to find your morality, you know, like time to understand the universal laws that are playing out in your life right now, right? There's a bit of that. Interesting. Page of Wands, yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I feel like there's, you know, a resistance to change here. And I feel like, you know, there was a whole group that didn't want this energy, these energies to be happy with one another. So there was like an outside influence here, like too many people involved is what I'm getting. Let's get two more, like one more card or something. Yeah, I feel like, yeah, this is, again, like reaping what you have sown, right? The Seven of Pentacles is like, you planted all these seeds and now you've got this harvest, but you're like upset about what you planted. Well, maybe you should have thought that through a bit. You know, it's like that, what goes around comes around energy. Yeah, look. Are these in the reverse, in the upright? Yeah, we have the Ten of Swords and the Ace of Cups. Someone destroyed the love that was meant to teach them. Okay, so they're realizing like the direction they took, the seeds that they planted, you know, are literally only going to bring them pain and suffering. Okay, so they like traded pain and suffering for, or they traded love for pain and suffering. Yeah, I mean, the seeds that were planted here, you know, help to free you from the energy that wanted to see you extinguished. All right, so I feel like that's what they wanted for you, and I feel like God had other plans. Okay, God had other plans for you, and so you were removed from the situation. And you know, they're going to experience the seeds that they have sown. And I'm getting that this is playing out in their environment right now. I feel like that's why it's really important for you to stand your ground, to be in an energy of gratitude, to remove yourself from being the victim. You clearly were the victor in the situation. There's a higher calling for you. It's time to honor yourself, take the high road, and, you know, you are free and clear. And then I have the Lovers. So yeah, this is amazing. I feel like, you know, what didn't kill you only made you stronger in this situation. And I feel like love is on its way to you, okay, in all its forms. And this is you anchoring love here on the planet, and we need you. So, you know, keeping that on the forefront of your mind is very important, okay? Knowing that, like, what wins in the end is love, okay? And it's not something that you should throw away so lightly. And I feel like someone else is, you know, potentially seeing that balance is going to be restored here. And you may have a new partner coming in, or this could be you, the King of Pentacles. But I feel like they're going to support you versus try to keep you small, blocked, and hidden. Okay, so that confidence, that creative spark, they want you to listen to it. Okay, you're inspired and you're speaking the truth, and you know the truth, and you have the clarity that you already have needed this whole time. Okay, so there's nothing new that is going to be presented in the story outside of what you already know. And so if there is anyone from this energy that wants to speak, I feel like you already know the truth. You live through it, and that's your truth. You don't need any excuses. You don't need any games, plots, plans coming from this energy. Okay? Their illusions are their own. You have clarity in the situation. So trust and believe what you know and what you experienced. And keep it moving. All right, I love you guys. I hope you have the most amazing day. Karmic contracts are closing out, okay? We're at the 9, okay? So understand that people are finding themselves in a prickly predicament, okay? The chaos that they created, they are finding in their own camp. And that is a rude awakening. See you next time.